Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin Z Collection, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we have something truly spectacular for you. We're going to be talking about one of the most sought-after coins in the world, a coin that could be worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, the coin 1985 South Africa 1-cent coin. Most people wouldn't give this little coin a second glance, but what if I told you that one such coin could be worth $2 million? That's right, folks. A 1-cent coin, minted more than 30 years ago in South Africa, could fetch an unimaginable price at auction. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the history, rarity, and surprising value of this coin, along with how you can identify and potentially own one of these treasures. Let's start with a bit of history. In 1985, South Africa was still under the rule of the apartheid government. The country had a turbulent political landscape, but that didn't stop them from minting coins. The 1985 South African 1-cent coin was made of bronze and featured a Springbok antelope on the reverse side, one of the country's iconic symbols. The obverse side displays the famous South Africa inscription with the year of minting, while the reverse shows a graceful Springbok antelope in motion, a symbol of South African wildlife. It was part of a series that also included 2, 5, 10, and 50-cent coins. Back then, the 1-cent coin had a face value that was worth next to nothing, and it was made in large quantities, which meant collectors didn't pay much attention to it. What makes this coin so valuable? Is it just a fluke, or is there a real reason behind it? Here's the interesting part. A small batch of 1985 South African 1-cent coins was reportedly struck using incorrect dies. These coins were mistakenly minted with a rare flaw, a die variety error that wasn't noticed until decades later. While most 1985 1-cent coins are worth only a few cents or dollars, those with the rare die flaw have become incredibly sought after by collectors. This mistake wasn't discovered until years after the coins were in circulation. The error involved the design of the Springbok, with slight differences in the curvature of the animal's horns and legs. And that tiny, barely noticeable flaw is what has sent the value skyrocketing. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar question. What makes this particular 1985 South African 1-cent worth so much money in 2018? One of these rare coins was sold at an auction for an astonishing $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. One coin, worth just 1 cent when it was first minted, was sold for $2 million. The buyer, a passionate numismatist, was willing to pay such a premium because of the coin's rarity and the historical significance behind it. Experts believe that only a handful of these coins exist in circulation, and the remaining ones are either in private collections or locked away in safekeeping. The fact that these coins were originally just a small part of a massive minting process makes them all the more special. Okay, now that we know what makes this coin so rare, let's talk about how you can identify one. I'm sure many of you are wondering, how do I know if I've got a valuable 1985 1-cent coin in my collection? First, examine the Springbok. The most significant sign of a rare coin is the subtle flaw in the design. Look at the horns and legs of the Springbok. You'll see a slight difference in curvature when compared to other regular 1985 1-cent coins. This flaw is the key to its extraordinary value. Next, you should get your coin checked by a professional. A reputable coin dealer or numismatist can tell you whether you have a genuine rare die variety. If you do, congratulations. You might have $1 million coin on your hands now. For those of you who are interested in starting your own coin collection or even investing in rare coins, here are a few tips. First, always research before buying. Learn about coin history, rare varieties, and market trends. Coin collecting is not just about finding rare items. It's about understanding the history behind them and their significance. Second, always store your coins properly. Use protective cases or capsules to keep your coins safe from damage and corrosion. And most importantly, keep them away from cleaning products. They can seriously reduce their value. So there you have it, the fascinating story. The coin 1965 South Africa 2-cent coin. But before we go further, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. The 1965 South Africa 2-cent coin is not just any regular coin you may find in your pocket. It has a unique history, and it's a rarity that attracts coin collectors and investors from around the globe. But what makes this coin so special? Well, the story goes beyond just its design. Let's take a closer look at the features that make this coin a sought-after gem. The coin was first issued by the South African government in 1965 as part of the country's coinage series. It was struck at the South African Mint, and its design is iconic. On the front of the coin, we see the famous Springbok antelope, which has become a symbol of South Africa. The reverse side features the portrait of Jan van Riebeeck, the Dutch colonial administrator, who is credited with founding Cape Colony. Simple, elegant, and a piece of South African history. So why is this coin, in particular, worth so much? It comes down to its rarity. There are thousands of 1965 South Africa 2-cent coins out there, but only a small number were made with a rare double die error, which makes these coins much more valuable. A double die error occurs when the coin dies. The tools used to stamp designs onto coins are misaligned during the minting process. This results in a coin that has two impressions of the design, which is highly unusual and sought after. The 2-cent coins with this error are extremely rare, and it's these coins that can fetch up to $4 million at auction. This is a rare example where a mistake by the mint actually led to a huge increase in the coin's value. So, you might be asking, how did this coin jump to such astronomical values? It's all about demand and rarity. A coin that's rare, especially with a unique flaw like the double die error, will always attract high demand. But to understand the full value, let's talk about the concept of numismatics and coin grading. In the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin isn't just about its age or history. It also depends on the condition or grade of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 1965 South Africa 2-cent coin with a double die error and in mint condition could be graded anywhere between 65 and 70. And this significantly increases its value point. One of the most famous sales of this coin took place at a prestigious auction, where the 2-cent coin was sold for nearly $4 million, due to its unique characteristics, condition, and the fact that it had become an almost mythical find in the coin collecting world. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a 1965 South Africa 2-cent coin in your collection, how can you identify if it has this coveted double die error? It's not as simple as just looking at the coin. You need to examine it closely. Here are a few things to look for: misalignment of the design. Look carefully at the Springbok antelope and Jan van Riebeeck's portrait. If you notice that the design appears to have been struck twice, with a slight shift in the direction, you might have found the error. Double lettering. Check for double lettering in areas like the word South Africa or the 2 cents on the reverse. The letters should appear to be slightly off-center or duplicated. Close inspection with a magnifier. If you have a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe, use it to inspect the fine details of the coin. This will help you spot the error more clearly. With coins like the 1965 South Africa 2 cents, the market can be incredibly lucrative for collectors. The value of these rare coins can fluctuate, but high-quality examples, especially those with errors, often go for record-breaking prices. The best way to get an idea of the current market value is to keep an eye on auction results and see how much collectors are willing to pay for specific coins. That it's also important to work with trusted dealers who can help you evaluate the authenticity and condition of your coin. Remember, a $4 million coin isn't just a lucky find. It's a coin that has been carefully preserved and authenticated. Now, let's talk about some of the most exciting discoveries of this coin. Over the years, there have been several stories of collectors stumbling upon these rare 1965 South Africa 2 cents coins in their collections. Some were found in boxes of old coins passed down through generations. Others were discovered in forgotten coin jars, or even at flea markets. One famous story is about a collector in Johannesburg who came across a double die error coin while sorting through a bag of change from a family member's estate. Not realizing its value at first, the collector had the coin appraised, and it was soon confirmed as one of the rare 1965 2 cents coins. It went on to fetch nearly $4 million at auction. So there you have it, folks. The amazing story behind the 1965 South Africa 2-cent coin. A coin that is not only a piece of history of the coin 1965 South African 2-cent coin and its journey from a simple piece of currency to a multi-million-dollar treasure. Who knew that something so small could hold such a huge value? Right, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe my YouTube channel Old Coins E Collection,